Hello and welcome back to the final part of Kirby Squeaky Squad, and in this part we'll be showing off boss endurance and not extra mode. Since the first couple of bosses are pretty simple and this is just us gathering power, so I want to explain why we're not doing extra mode. Extra mode is time trial, very much just time trial. You attempt to run through each of the major level set pieces as fast as you can, and that's pretty much it. You get graded and rewarded depending on how fast you're able to do it, and yeah, that's it.
Can you meet the developers' pixel perfect end times? I don't think you can.
No, I cannot.
Because screw that
Although
crap,
the
man.
developers do not actually have pixel perfect end times.
They do in Crash Bandicoot. That's how.
In Crash Bandicoot, no, actually, people can actually beat those times.
They can. I heard that, for example, in the remake in the Insane Trilogy, when they inserted time trial mode in Crashes 1 and 2, which did not have it in the original release, a lot of people were complaining that they basically had to go through the level as perfectly as possible in order to get it in the first place. Which is sad.
That's not entirely true. I mean for Platinum, yes, that's definitely true. But for Gold and Sapphire, it's not really so true. I have not personally played any of the Insane Trilogy, but I do know that particular complaint, specifically for Crash 1. Crash 1 was not meant to be sped run.
No, because Crash, he doesn't have a slide. He cannot go any faster.
Not only does he not have a slide, he doesn't have a dash, and the more important thing is that Crash 1's level design was not designed for speedrunning. It's just fucking not.
No.
There's a lot of stop and go sections. Fuck this part of this fucking boss rush.
It's like, on top of all these horrible fucking things, it's the most annoying boss in the game.
Yeah. Great. And yes, you have to fight both Krakow and Fake Krakow here. If it was just Krakow that we had to fight, this would be fine. But no, you gotta fight Fake Krakow too. Fake Krakow's the problem.
This is easy Krakow.
Yes.
And he is wacko. What the fuck? It's Ludwig!
Yes. Fuck this part.
At this moment, I had the sincerest sensation that Ludwig was Dr. Robotnik.
He may as well be, at least for the Kirby universe.
Yeah, he's always driving a vehicle. He always looks derpy as hell. He has a mustache. He's bald. No. Live, Kirby. Just spam the crap out of him. You can do it. You can be cheap.
I'm trying to be cheap, but UFO doesn't really work with being cheap against bosses. It's great. UFO is great at speedrunning normal levels, but against bosses, he just flat out does not do enough damage to do the shit that he wants to do. But the hard part is mostly over. Now we just got to take down Ludwig's hermit crab.
Oh no, leader is like, oh, go my subordinate, crush him. Ha ha ha.
Slow down.
Slow. This robot has a very derpy face.
Yes.
Actually, that mustache of his actually reminds me of Markiplier's mustache now.
I don't actually watch Markiplier.
I only watch Markiplier if he's doing a game I've actually heard of.
Okay.
And he doesn't do a lot of games I've actually heard of. A lot of them.
Am I gonna use it now?
No.
Yep, I used the maximum tomato.
I had no choice. That's what it's for. Use it. Don't get stuck with items in your inventory you haven't used yet.
Specifically, Memorize Cutter is so fucking amazing against this particular boss.
Oh yeah. The boomerang just keeps flying backwards.
Alright, and now we have to go against one of the more annoying bosses. The Firebird Tanuki.
I actually just thought of Kirby, the original Kirby's Dream Land. Fuck this boss, by the way. That the boss rush mode was right before King Dedede, but it wasn't that bad in that game because there were only 4, 5 freaking bosses in that whole game.
And one of them was Lolo and Lalala, which is so goddamn easy. It's kind of pathetic.
And one of them was Wispy Woods, who is just that's the boss that teaches you how to boss.
Yeah.
This Tanuki, however,
This run of the Firebird Tanuki is actually went really damn well. I only got hit by the fire like once.
I'll say. I like how it just fades to white as soon as it's over.
All right, now we have to fight Master Squeak again.
They had to edit out the part where narrative actually took place.
Ouch.
This is Kirby sitting in his armchair, putting on Scene Select on one of his favorite DVDs. He's going through all of his favorite moments of his movie. Ow. It hurts him because there are parts leading up to his favorite parts that just plain suck, but he has to watch them.
There are several movies that are like that for me, but I don't really recall ever needing to sit through the terrible parts to enjoy the best parts.
Oh, you just skip ahead to the best parts.
Of course, now that YouTube is actually pretty much ignoring the copyright problems associated with clips, well, we can now just use YouTube for clips. All right, time to spam tornado.
Spam tornado. Screw it. I'm low on health. I'm low on health. I am not going to lose.
Yeah, because this was like attempt number 4. You have no idea how many times I actually ended up dying on Fake Krakow.
On the subject of movies, have you ever seen Django Unchained?
I have not seen Django Unchained. I have heard it is a very powerful movie, though.
Powerful narrative. It's kind of tongue-in-cheek throughout. It's also stupidly violent at some parts. And then there was one part that I was thinking of because we were talking about skipping ahead through movies where Samuel L. Jackson screams in just complete horror at what has happened to a very good friend of his. And I thinking, well, that moment takes place about 1 hour and 40 minutes into the movie. And I want to see that part right now because it's goddamn funny. I shall spoil no more of it, but yes, Samuel L. Jackson is freaking hilarious in that movie, like throughout.
Did you ever get a chance to see 12 Years a Slave?
I did not see 12 Years a Slave. That movie won Best Picture a couple years ago.
Yes. 12 Years a Slave is fucking amazing as a piece of drama. It really is.
Yes, as a piece of drama, I absolutely agree. Django Unchained, by comparison, is not a drama. It's actually more of an action-adventure comedy.
Given the subject matter of Django Unchained, I don't think I would actually be all that thrilled about the comedy elements.
It's one of those movies that makes you like feel good to be watching a movie again in the first place.
But yes, in order to start the sequence where we have to fight Dark Nebula again, because yes, we have to fight Dark Nebula again. You have to pick up the goddamn triple star mallet. It is not fair. I don't want to use triple star mallet against Dark Nebula. I want to use Tornado.
Oh, right, because you used Tornado already, right?
Yep.
Yep. We have to go in with a strategy. You remember that room that was like where Neo loaded a temporary portion of the Matrix to get his weapons? That's where Kirby needs to go to right now. He's gonna...
Yeah, but he doesn't have access to it at the moment because it was closed off to him.
Say, what do you need, Kirby? And Kirby, he holds the phone up to his ear. He says, guns. Lots of guns.
And Tornado.
And Tornado, please.
Do you think Tornado would actually be a more powerful copy ability for Kirby to have over Gun?
Okay, let's examine that premise for a second. So, HAL Laboratory has released a new power-up for Kirby. It's called Gun. He picks up a pistol and he fires it. And people just start dropping dead. They don't disappear. They're dead. And he keeps going through the level like that. Whoops. But would I rather have gun than tornado? Honestly, I think I'd rather have tornado because gun doesn't give you invincibility frames.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure I'd rather have tornado too. And honestly, gun is not really all that powerful of a copy ability for Kirby in Kirby's universe. I mean, yes, as a projectile, it would be really powerful, but he's still limited by what he can actually hit on screen. So
I would imagine, yeah, like he would fire directly forward. You have to line up the vertical position and then fire.
And there we go. We have successfully completed boss.
We have successfully talked over boss endurance mode.
Mm-hmm. And to close out the playthrough, I wanted to show off the portraits that you can get by collecting all the puzzle pieces. Here is Kirby and his right back at you appearance.
Yeah, Kirby's gonna.
Here is Kirby and a bunch of the powers that are in this game.
Kick butt.
Here is Kirby versus the Squeaks.
Ah!
And here is the boss rush. Alright, everybody. We will see you in the next playthrough.
Thanks for watching, everyone.